Breaking news. As expected, the Bank of Canada has held the interest rate steady. The rate is unchanged at 4.5%. It is the first time in more than a year the bank hasn't raised the rates, with months of consecutive hikes aimed at tamping down inflation and cooling the economy. The central bank had said they will take a pause as they assess how the economy is reacting to the successive hikes. BNN Bloomberg's Kumita Ramanathan joins me now from Toronto with more. Good morning to you. Walk us through what has just happened and the impact.
Well, thank you so much, Marcia. This is very much what the market was anticipating in terms of the BOC's latest decision. Just think about where we are in terms of the current state of economic affairs in Canada. We have a resilient economy by many estimates. While we do have a tighter labor market, overall, lots of signals are pointing to an economy that is seeing disinflationary signs. So, in fact, inflation coming down, and that's exactly what the bank wants to see. So as a result, they have been talking even before today's decision, holding that benchmark rate at 4.5%, that they expected to take a wait and see approach because they were seeing the cues in the marketplace that they needed to potentially take that pause. Now, a lot of economists have been weighing in even before the decision was announced minutes ago, talking about what they expected would be basically a divergence. You've got the U.S. Federal Reserve, the strongest global economy, talking about how they're going to increase or potentially increase interest rates to tamp down decades high inflation south of the border. On our side, what we've heard from the BOC in previous decisions, Tiff Macklem very much asserting that Canada is in a position to potentially hold. So that growing divergence will clearly have an impact just even on the Canadian currency. Just yesterday, we saw the loonie falling alongside its G7 peers against the U.S. dollar. And again, this speaks to the concerns in the marketplace. You see the U.S. dollar rising when you've got it as a safe haven currency pegged to so many major dominating currencies around the world, including the Canadian dollar. Now we are going to potentially see even more pressure on the Canadian dollar. And for many economists, including Derek Holt over at Scotiabank, he's concerned about what this means for Canada's recovery efforts. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, we have a strong economy that is starting to go from strength to strength, given that we're coming out of a pandemic. But a potentially weaker Canadian dollar against the U.S. dollar could be a frictious force, if you will, in terms of that growth, potentially a stalemate. So we'll have to see what rolls out over the course of today.
All right, Kumita, thank you for that. Really appreciate you joining us for our breaking news.